Open banking gives you guys the access to share your banking data with third parties that have been accredited by the Australian Competition and Consumer Commission, also known as the ACCC, and I'm sure you may have heard of them somewhere. They're essentially an independent authority that promotes competition and honesty amongst consumers and competitors. Open banking will allow you to get better suited banking products and the ability to switch products and banks quite swiftly. But just before I begin, welcome to my channel. My name is Mihir and I upload educational content such as this. So if you're interested, please smash the like button and hit subscribe. But without further ado, let's get straight into the video. From July the 1st, 2020, Australian bank customers will be able to give permission to accredited third parties to access their savings and their credit card data. Now you may have raised some questions such as, okay, Mihir, I get the gist of it, but what is open banking exactly? And how does it work? And is it even safe to begin with? I'll answer all these questions in this video. So, what is open banking? I already gave you a brief summary of what open banking is at the start, but to truly understand what open banking is, we first have to understand what CDR is. CDR simply stands for Consumer Data Right. This project, developed by the Australian federal government, gives everyday Aussies the ability to share their information digitally with organizations they choose to do so, in hopes of getting a better comparison on a particular product, whilst minimizing paperwork along with keeping personal details secure. This was announced many years before. However, they're now implementing this with the open banking system. As of now, Australians can allow the bank to share things such as deposit and transaction accounts along with debit cards and credit card data. And from November 2020, which is this year, Australians will be able to share their home loans, personal loans, investment loans, and even joint accounts. While CDR is currently being involved with open banking, the Australian federal government plans to expand this onto other industries. This means it could be easier for you to compare and switch energy providers, along with telecommunication providers, and much more. The possibilities are limitless. Like I said, open banking gives you control of your data, which is held by banks and financial institutions. Often, it's quite hard to transfer your financial details from one bank to another. And even if they do that, there's a lot of things they require after that. So it can be tricky for you to switch between new products or new services in general. And that's where open banking comes in. Sorry to interrupt, but if you're currently enjoying this video, please smash the like button and hit subscribe if you haven't done so already. But I'll keep on proceeding now. Traditionally, to apply for new things such as savings account, credit cards, or even home loans, you require multiple copies of your ID. Then after that, you need to do a lot of paperwork. Then you got to go through all the stupid little fine print or the rules and regulations in the financial space. While online forms and signatures, such as in the online space, have made it much easier, there's still a lot of hassle in this process. And because the cost and the value of a financial product may depend on your personal circumstances, it will be hard to sort of compare and distinguish between other offers. Under open banking, you choose what part of your financial information becomes available to a new bank. You can do this through the bank's website or app. So you can essentially decide what information you want to give, how long you want to give it for, and what do you consent on them doing, such as they can't do such things without your consent. And lastly, you can change or even withdraw your consent if need be. This information can let the banks find out what they exactly need to give you a competitive offer without any estimates and assumptions, whilst also saving you from drowning in a lot of paperwork. This can also mean that it's easier to compare and apply it to other financial products due to its seamless nature, whilst also keeping your private data secure. According to the Australian Banking Association, the data you choose to share includes personal information. This could mean things such as number, email, and address. Account, so the balance you have on your account. Transaction details, so where the money is going. Product info, So that's like the rates, the fees, and the perks of your specific product. And lastly, can you smash the like button and hit subscribe please if you're enjoying this. Sorry for the cheeky plug, I'll keep moving. According to the ABA, some future benefits of open banking include signing up easily for credit cards or debit cards, getting a loan easier, using budget tracking apps to control what you're spending to a whole new level with this, and lastly, switch from one bank to another. Additionally, rather than applying for financial products that you're not qualified for, you could talk with banks and financial institutions to see what program would be tailored or more suited based on your personal circumstances. This can also avoid you getting your credit product or just any credit application declined, which directly affects your credit score. One of the main concerns about open banking is that, is it really safe and secure? Because your private data is technically on the internet. Yes, this is a concern to many consumers. However, open banking is only available to organizations accredited by the ACCC and that are listed on the website of CDR. These organizations are required to keep a sophisticated sort of interface in order to prevent hackers or leaks, so your data is perfectly safe. With that being said, you can choose which data you want to send and what consent you're giving for them to use that data. However, ultimately, you still must place trust in these companies to responsibly monitor your data and keep it safe. Also, since accreditation is required for open banking, not a lot of lenders have currently moved on to this movement. On day one of this, or in the month of July, the big four banks have signed up. So we got ANZ, Westpac, Commonwealth, and NAB. Other lenders throughout the months will gradually come onto this platform. This could mean that your options can be limiting for choosing the best financial product for you based on the service as of now. However, according to the ACCC, 39 providers have already decided and are in the process of getting accreditation. The one thing I haven't mentioned is that there's two sort of categories. There's data holders and data recipients. So you can think a data holder can also do data recipient stuff, but one's holding the data and one's transmitting the data. The ones that are holding the data right now are the big four banks such as ANZ, Commonwealth Bank, NAB, Westpac. And examples of data recipients include Regional Australia Bank. And with the next phase of open banking to go live on November 2020, the way Australians search, compare, or apply for financial products could really change. To wrap this up, if you learned something from this video or found it useful or even enjoyed it, please make sure to hit like, as that truly helps me out. And if you're interested for content such as this, please subscribe, as that will also help me out. Besides that, I hope you have a fabulous day ahead of you. Goodbye.